Namaste, welcome to GTTC video lecture series on data pre-processing using natural language processing. This is Dr. Rama Satish. I hold MCA, M.tech, PhD degree. Basically, I am a professor at RNS Engineering College, Bangalore. These episodes include what is natural language processing and what is pre-processing in natural language processing, some techniques in pre-processing, tokenization, lemmatization, pre-processing of JSON and XML data, that is parsing of XML and other stuff. Finally, we'll be touching on text torch. We will learn the basic text processing in this particular video using natural language processing. This particular episode covers the basic operations of network building, PyTorch learning, and users certainly quickly compile neural network, and of course as the scope of this session is focused towards NLP, that is natural language processing. We'll also explore some of the utilities like tokenization, lemmatization, and finally we touch upon parsing XML and JSON data. What is NLP? That is the first thing that we have to understand. Today, all of us are using mobile phones, and in the mobile phone, you give instruction like Siri or Google Assistant, or Gemini AI. For them, you are just giving an instruction, hey, come on, call this particular number. So it will automatically call. This concept, we call it as natural language processing. Natural language processing is nothing but understanding your voice, understanding your language, whether you talk in Kannada, whether you talk in English, whether you talk in Hindi, or whether you talk in Telugu, Malayalam, or Tamil. It has to understand, machine has to understand, and it has to interpret, generate human language like meaningful and useful conversation with the machines. This entire concept comes as a branch of artificial intelligence. So today we are at the era of artificial intelligence, and everybody, we are exposed one or the other way to artificial intelligence, and NLP plays a very important role in artificial intelligence. And NLP, that is natural language processing, it combines linguistic, that is the study of language and rules of language and structure, as well as the computer science, the programming, the algorithms, other things, and very important trending machine learning, that is training the machine models from the data to handle such understanding. So understanding the spoken text or written text is the first and foremost task that NLP is doing. Not only understanding, it has to analyze what is that, the context of that particular language, meaning as well as the sentiments. So that is analyzing. And sometimes we also use translators. I give one small example. Last week I went to Tamil Nadu. There most of the boards are in Tamil, so I was not able to understand. So what did I do? I just opened my mobile phone, I took a photo of that, and I sent it to my NLP app, so it could able to recognize what is written in Tamil in Kannada language, or in Hindi language, or in English language. It could able to translate. Most of the times you also do the same thing. It will translate. And not only that, responding conversationally like human. So machines will going to respond, like human beings. And finally, I can say, in short, natural language processing is what allows machines to read, learn, and even talk with the human's language. So that is the thing that we have to understand. So the same thing you can see in the slide also. What are the key components of natural language processing? That is the next topic that we are discussing. The key components can be grouped into several core areas that are worked together to help machines to understand the process of human language. The first one is the syntax, that deals with the structure and grammar of the language. So it ensures that sentences are arranged in a valid rule-based format. Example, parsing a sentence to identify what is the subject, what is the verb, and what is the object. That is the first thing, the syntax. Second one is about the semantics. Semantics focuses on meaning of words, phrases, and sentences. For example, understanding a bank, meaningful in a financial institution, as well as the river edge, depending on the context. So this context-based understanding is what the analysis happens in NLP. And third component is pragmatics. So pragmatics interprets the meaning based on the context and real world knowledge. For example, I'll give you a sentence. Can you open the window? So it is like a request or it is like a question. So most of the times we say, can you open the window? It is not a question. It is like a request. So it is again based on the situation. It is based on the situation. We call it as pragmatics. So it is also one of the important component in natural language processing to understand. The next component is morphology. Morphology is nothing but analyze the structure and format of words. Sometimes we have to break the words to understand. For example, unbelievable. So here there are three components here: un, believe, and able. So three components are there. Unbelievable. And when you talk about unbelievable, un is prefix, believe is the root word, and able is the suffix. So sometimes we have to break the words in order to understand their meanings. The last component is phonology. As you know, phonology is the studies of sound patterns of the language. This is more relevant to the accent that we speak. So as Indian, I speak the English in a different accent. American will speak in a different accent. If you look at the Japanese or South Koreans, so they speak in a different accent. So NLP phonology is very, very important component. It recognizes the spoken words despite different accent and different pronunciations. In India itself, if you take North Indian accent, English is totally different. If you take the Kerala or Malayalam based people, so they speak in a different accent. Go to Tamil Nadu, they speak in a different accent. You come to Karnataka, they'll speak in a different accent. So NLP phonology studies the sound pattern, not the accent. So it recognizes the spoken words despite of different accents. So that is a big challenge that NLP is focusing. So 5 components, that is syntax, semantics, pragmatics, morphology, and phonology are the key components of NLP that we are talking about. So common NLP tasks involves various ways of processing: analyzing, generating human language, and some of the most important ones are text classification. Text classification is assigning a predefined categories of text For example, if you get an email, by reading the email, it can classify whether the email is a spam email or not spam email. That is text classification. Second one is sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis determines the emotional tone of the text. Example, detecting if a product review is a positive or neutral or negative. So that is sentiment analysis. And the next one is named entity recognition. So this named entity recognition, in short NER, is a process of identifying, classifying the names of a people, place or organization or dates, etc. For example, Paris. Paris, when the word comes Paris, people will think it is a location. The same way NLP also should think. If I tell about Rama, it should automatically understand, oh, it is a name of a person. So it is just like that. So there is named entity recognition. What is this name is used for? And next component is machine translation. Very, very important. So we are all using this. This task automatically translates the text from a language to another language. For example, I want to translate from Kannada to English or Kannada to Telugu, Kannada to Tamil. Yes, I can do it. So I gave previously a live example. Some boards are written in Tamil or some boards are written in Malayalam. I can take a photo and I can recognize through my NLP app to Kannada, I can read easily. Of course, the same thing. Speech recognition. Speech recognition is nothing but recognizing your speech, what you are speaking. So converting your spoken language into written text. So many times your voice assistants like Apple Siri or Alexa that transcribes your commands. You can tell whatever you are talking, it will automatically write into English. That is the thing. Last is text summarization, I can say. Creating a shorter version of the text while preserving the key points. For example, you have a newspaper article, online newspaper article, take it. So I don't have time. I want it in 3 lines or 4 lines. Yes, you can tell NLP, come on, summarize it. So it will read the entire news article of entire page and it summarizes into 3 sentences. That is, few sentences it finishes, the summarizes. Many times your chatbots, so you go to any online internet e-commerce websites, chatbots are there. What you want, it will be just interacting like human beings. You ask a question, it will give you an answer immediately like human beings. So chatbots also, it's a common kind of NLPs like question and answering kind of thing. So that is what you have here. Further, the business applications of NLP. Today, everybody looks at the business point of view. What is really good for me? What is the benefit that I am having? All these things they want to look. You introduce any technology, people or any organization, any company, they looks at the technology in terms of business application. So NLP has lot of business application. As I said, it is used in speech recognition, recognizing your speech. Next, your data analysis. So NLP can help business to analyze unstructured data to find important hidden patterns, trends and customer preferences that will benefit the organization in competitive advantage. This can help companies to make better decisions better understand their customers, and optimize their marketing strategies. Next very important thing is supply chain management. NLP helps the business manage their supply chain by forecasting demands, selecting suppliers, and fulfilling the orders. And of course, customer support today. NLP is all customer support today are powered by chatbots that can handle routine customer queries and freeing up human agents for more complex issues. So it will process the document. NLP tools can automatically classify, extract what is there in that document. This is going to really help for those people, those who are working in documentation and understanding the documentation quickly. And some documents you need to translate to some other language. Suppose some document is there in English. I want to quickly translate to Kannada. Yes, NLP tools are doing it. Email filtering. As I said, some emails are spam emails, some emails are good emails, so you can certainly use it. Chatbots, virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant, etc. They are all business and business applications. And of course, if you look at search engines, also play a very important role. And finally, very, very important, healthcare data analysis. Healthcare data analysis, when you talk about processing medical records, research articles, patient notes. So this will definitely help doctors to take their decisions as quickly as possible. If I talk about the examples, sometimes by looking at the reports, doctor needs to think and decide what is this disease is all about. But if you use, along with the doctor decision, if you use NLP based applications, they can detect disease patterns from the clinical text that are given in the reports. By looking at the reports, NLP can easily tell. So that is going to be the future medical industry, healthcare industry, I can certainly say. Further, legal and documentation processing. I was really stunned to read one of the article recently published in Times of India, where lawyers can easily use NLPs that will automatically summarize, classify, extract key points from legal contracts and legal policies. That is really going to help. Especially the judges can take and make decisions, make their wordings based on this NLP. So these are all some of the applications of business, and as the days goes, NLP is occupying a lot of business areas. Sir, many times when I talk, students, people ask me questions. Sir, is there any difference between NLP and AI? Are they the same? To be very frank, NLP is a part of AI. AI is a bigger picture. NLP is a part of it. That is the thing that you have to understand. So, if you understand, if you dig deeper, you will understand better and better what are the key differences between NLP and AI. And if you look at this particular, graph, look at there. Every year, NLP applications are growing. NLP applications are growing. So, last year it has made almost $37,000 million profit. And today we are at the middle of 2025 year. So We have not completed entire financial year. Still, 43,000 plus $1 million the NLP has made. This contribution is telling very clearly that NLP is going to be the next future. It is going to be the next future. And there are challenges. When you have business, financial advantages, there is some money, there are challenges also. What are the challenges that you find in NLP? The first thing that you get is ambiguity in language. So it is not so easy to train a machine to understand human language. Words or sentences can have multiple meanings. So machine has to understand what context this word has to be analyzed. Example, I saw a man with a telescope. Here, who has the telescope? So again, it is the context understanding. Machines many times struggle to understand, interpret the meanings based on the context, tone, or the prior conversations. For example, that's just a great could be sincere or sarcastic. So next is handling multiple languages and dialects. So here each language has unique grammar, idioms, cultural nouns. Example, Indian English is totally different than British English, or the Japanese English. They speak at a different tone. The handling languages at different tones. Processing information or noisy text. Noisy text in the sense, some text today people are writing, you kept a small r, GR8. What is the meaning of this? You are great. So I can understand, you can understand, but how machine understand? So you are great. So sometimes processing the informal way of text is another challenge here we face with respect to NLP understanding. Bias in language models. This has become a great debate today. So whenever you say AI can inherit and amplify biases from trained data, always it understands gender. For example, if male talks, NLP understands. If female talks, if doesn't understand, then there's a gender bias. So it has to build in a sense that it should understand male voice as well as the female voice. And different cultural people also speak the stereotypes in the generalized generated language or text. Yes, that also it should handle. Real-time processing is required. Real-time processing in the sense, it has to give immediate response. It has to be so fast. If you talk and it will display the word after 2 seconds or 5 seconds or 10 seconds, there is no use. It has to be within 1 second. As you speak, it has to be very quickly responding. So that's why NLP is having lot of business advantage, lot of money, and also lot of challenges. So with this, how to process NLP? How exactly NLP you have to process? So for this, you should understand the NLP workflow, how exactly NLP is working. So workflow of NLP you have to understand. So when you think of working of NLP, there are two things come to your mind. One is pre-processing, analyzing, that is exploratory data analytics, we call it as EDA. Third one is representation, how it can be representation, and later how it has to be used in creating models, NLP models or AI models, and finally how they are really deployed onto the applications so that they can work efficiently. So in this workflow, the first process or the first task is pre-processing. Pre-processing we will discuss in the next episode. Thank you for your attention. See you in the next episode. GTTC.